Top 10 worst VMA moments that shocked the public. Number 10, Britney and Madonna's kiss. We knew something great was gonna happen when MTV put Madonna and Britney Spears on the same stage in 2003, but the whole world was taken by surprise when the Queen and Princess of Pop locked lips after performing a rendition of Like a Virgin. Christina Aguilera was there too, but the moment was strictly between Madge and Britney. It was over a decade ago, and yet it's still hailed as one of the most iconic performances in VMA history. The dance moves, the costume changes, the expressions, all were unforgettable. But more than that, Madonna and Britney made a powerful statement about female empowerment and sexuality. And it was a nod to the power of two women coming together to make something beautiful. Number 9, Britney Spears. Besides maybe Kevin Federline, the biggest snake Britney Spears has ever encountered is the albino Burmese python she tangled with at the 2001 VMAs. Debuting the slinky Neptune's beat of I'm a Slave for You, Spears' dance moves were taught and polished during this Amazonian performance even before Banana was placed, iconically onto her shoulders. PETA was less than thrilled with the stunt, but at least pop star kept in touch with her reptilian co-star. As of 2 years ago, she reported that the python was alive and well. The VMA's performance was not only a turning point for Spears' career, but also for MTV. For more than 2 decades, the network had relied heavily on its iconic musical broadcasts to draw eyes and ears around the world, and Spears' Snake-tastic show of 2001 set the standard for many years to come. In hindsight, it's clear that the moment was a great risk for Spears, not just in terms of animal welfare, but also in terms of artistry and showmanship. It's fair to say that Britney and her snake won that night and forever changed pop culture as we know it. After all, who could forget those skin-bearing bell-bottoms? Number 8, Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga's swift ascent to the forefront of pop music had one of its crowning moments when she garnered 9 VMA nominations in her first eligible year. And she arrived at the broadcast ready to cement her status as a different kind of superstar, doubling down on the dark storyline of her nominated paparazzi video with a surreal pop art pop performance. After some wacky masks and choreography, things took a turn when fame literally kills Gaga, and she closes the performance hanging from a noose, her face smeared in blood. It was a marvelous boundary-pushing moment. Gaga would go on to win Best New Artist in Video of the Year for Paparazzi that night. The performance established her as one of the most daring artists in pop, and she simply left no doubt with this statement piece that she wasn't afraid to take risks, push boundaries, or challenge expectations. Her VMA moment was an unforgettable spectacle that not only won her awards, but cemented her as a true pop visionary. Number 7, Miley Cyrus and Thicke. Where do we even begin? Miley Cyrus, in a furry onesie, twerked her way to infamy when she performed at the VMAs in 2013. She started off by singing We Can't Stop surrounded by stuffed animals, which she humped and fondled. She then stripped down to a nude bikini as Blurred Lines singer Thicke joined in. The rest is not quite yet history. The performance was memorable for a lot of reasons: the cultural appropriation, the grinding on Thicke, and poor Beetlejuice in the crowd, and her cheeky declaration that this is my VMA moment. The performance provoked praise, criticism, confusion, and everything else in between. It also made Miley one of the most recognizable faces of her generation. Whether you love, hate, or are indifferent to Miley Cyrus, there's no denying that her VMA moment forever changed the course of pop culture and established her as a force to be reckoned with in entertainment. It was a bold move that showed the world she wasn't just Hannah Montana anymore. She was a confident performer and entertainer who was unafraid of taking risks. What's more, the VMA moment marked a turning point in her musical journey as she shifted from a teen star to an adult singer with her own unique style. She's gone on to become one of the most successful and influential artists of our time, and we can likely thank her VMA moment for sparking her global success. The moment may have been controversial, but it was a major milestone in her career and the start of a new era for pop culture. Number 6, Kanye interrupts Taylor during speech. We can't talk about the VMAs and not bring up the infamous Kanye and Taylor moment. Taylor Swift had to deal with an unexpected guest. In 2009, after she won Best Female Video, Kanye West emerged from the audience, took her mic, and uttered those famous words, "I'ma let you finish," but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. The controversy surrounding the Kanye-Taylor VMA moment sparked cultural conversations around race and gender in the music industry, bringing to light how often female artists are dismissed or overlooked by their male counterparts in the media. The incident opened up honest dialogues about the experiences that female artists face and has since been a powerful symbol of how women are often silenced and not given their due recognition. Moreover, that event highlighted the importance of empathy in our society. For years afterwards, and he called for an end to Kanye's career due to his actions, but Taylor herself wasn't interested in punishing him. Number 5, Miley and Nicki. When Miley Cyrus hosted the VMAs in 2015, she had already generated pre-show drama with an interview in the New York Times in which she was asked about a simmering beef between Nicki and Taylor. Swift had taken a comment that Minaj made about the VMAs nominating certain types of women with certain types of bodies for Video of the Year. When prompted for her thoughts, Cyrus replied that Minaj had made it about her. On stage, when Minaj was up to accept an award for Anaconda, Minaj called out Cyrus with the now iconic "Miley was good." Cyrus tried to laugh it off, but the crowd erupted in applause and cheers. As a white woman and one of the most visible figures in music, Cyrus's behavior over the years had been seen by many as problematic. From her time as Disney star Hannah Montana, she'd enjoyed immense privilege while rarely taking a stance on any issue, especially when it came to race. In one fell swoop, Minaj shifted the conversation and opened up the floor for further discussion on identity politics in pop music. The moment soon became a rallying cry for women of color everywhere, but especially in the entertainment industry. The backlash Cyrus received over her response to Minaj was swift, but it didn't seem to make a lasting impact. Since then, she's continued to be criticized for her tone deafness when it comes to race and representation in the music industry. Meanwhile, Minaj has become one of the most beloved artists in the world, praised not only for her artistry, but also for her willingness to use her platform to champion social causes and speak out on issues of race, gender, and equality. It's been 8 years since the Miley was good moment, and it remains a pivotal event in pop culture, one that highlights how women of color continue to be overlooked and underappreciated in the music industry. The incident should have served as a wake-up call for change, but there's still much work to be done. In order for women of color to get their due in pop music, we need more moments like Minaj and Cyrus's, ones that spark critical conversations about representation and power, and ones that bring lasting progress. On to number 4, Rihanna swerves Drake. When accepting the 2016 Video Vanguard Award, Rihanna did not want to accept a kiss from former flame Drake, who took his moment as a presenter to profess that he had been in love with the R&B princess since he was 22. Rihanna initiated a prototypical swerve move in which she deftly avoided getting into a lip lock on national television. The crowd loved it, and social media was abuzz, with many deeming the swerve an iconic moment. Many Rihanna fans were reminded why they have been devoted to her since she first burst onto the scene in 2005. She's a badass independent woman who isn't afraid to take control of her life and uncomfortable situations. Number 3, Michael Jackson's birthday cake. Britney was supposed to present Michael with a birthday cake at the 2002 VMA Awards, which happened to coincide with his birthday. But since she introduced him as the king of pop and the artist of the millennium, Jackson went on stage under the impression that he was accepting an actual award for artist of the millennium. Things got even weirder when he thanked David Blaine, saying, "Your magic is real and I believe in you." It was a strange and awkward moment, but it showed Jackson's appreciation for the art of magic. Though he was embarrassed by the mistake, it showed his self-confidence and sense of humor in embracing an otherwise awkward situation. After all, if you can laugh at yourself, you have nothing to fear. The moment highlighted Jackson's humility and his ability to put himself in the public eye without taking himself too seriously. It also showed his deep respect for those who could do what he considered to be true artistry. As a result, it was an endearing and memorable moment that became part of Michael Jackson's legacy. To this day, fans remember the unique VMA moment and the significance in propelling Jackson into pop culture superstardom. Number 2, Lil' Kim is fondled by Diana Ross. VMA host and pasty fanatic Miley Cyrus owes a big thank you to Lil' Kim for being the original pasty trailblazer. In 1999, before introducing the award for Best Hip Hop Video, Kim walked on stage in her risque purple jumpsuit and was joined by Diana Ross, who couldn't help but tap her exposed breast. The moment quickly became a culture classic and remains one of the most memorable VMA moments to date. Kim told MTV that she was shocked by Ross's move but found it ultimately hilarious. The rapper also credited her look for inspiring other female female MCs like Nicki Minaj, who famously wore a similar look when she performed her hit single Anaconda in 2014. And finally, number 1, Courtney Love crashes Madonna's interview. In 1996, Courtney Love, in her typical fashion, interrupted Kurt Loder's post-red carpet interview with Madonna by throwing a makeup compact at her. Invited by Loder to join the conversation, Love continued her erratic behavior, eliciting passive-aggressive comebacks from Madge, making for one of the most awkward, cringeworthy interviews ever caught on tape. Fast forward to 1999, and Lil' Kim was the one causing all the commotion that time, arriving at the MTV VMAs in a purple fur coat with green hair and adorned in a pasty that covered only half her body. Despite being told by security that her outfit was not permitted on MTV, she defiantly made her way to the red carpet. After all, it was her moment to shine, and she wasn't about to miss out on it. And that is all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more news on your favorites. Let me know if you're watching the VMAs tonight, and I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.